Hey there. The holidays are here, so it's good to know Kroger can save you some time with free pickup on all your fresh favorites. Whether your traditions call for a hearty helping of juicy ham, ample apple pie, or Aunt Sue's legendary twice-stuffed stuffing, Kroger has got you covered. So order for free pickup at Kroger.com or the app and get more time to get your holiday on when you grab your groceries curbside. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
Starbane's Avenue.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Bender, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits, the funny hits, and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population U.
Population Watts.
Reginald Q. Watts. The Q stands for quality.
Hi, buddy.
Look at that. He's doing magic. He's doing a physical trick.
What's up?
What is that?
Just doing waves.
It's wavy gravy. Hey, dude, I have a question. What do you think in this world? First of all, can I just say that I have seen you at so many great points in life in the last year or two. Like I was with my daughter about to buy her records and we go to this unique record store that was closed, but who's there waiting to see it's open? It's just me and Daisy and Reggie Watts.
Phenomenal.
Then I go to the Andy Shelf concert over at the Ford not Ford Amphitheater, the Fonda.
What was that? Fonda. Yes.
And you were there and you're like, oh, I'm friends with this guy. I was like, of course. And you and me and my wife just hung out and chatted. And I think we spoke louder than the concert. It was so soft and beautiful, but I just feel like that's what you do. You pop up at beautiful moments in life. And I'm so happy you're here. My question to you is, do you think the world's getting dumber? We ask all of our guests on this show. Has it always been this dumb, or are we just hitting new levels of dumb?
It's a question I think about almost every day.
Really?
I would have to say. Yeah, of course. Because I'm always reading about I don't know, as a current example, the masks, thing.
Sure.
Where people are just like, it's my personal liberty. It's just like,
you're on the wrong side. I know, you're on the wrong side.
You're just not, it's not even what you think you're doing is exactly the opposite of what you're doing. You're not being patriotic by any means whatsoever. Hoozle. I would say in general, I think that the world has been, you know what it is? Here it is.
Okay.
This is it, guys.
Please. Let's hear it. I want to hear it. Please.
Okay, this is it. This is finally it. We finally cracked it.
We can put it to bed after this.
Yeah, okay.
Sing it a lullaby, put it to bed.
Oh, no, you want it on? Okay,
okay, fine. We'll put a nightlight on for it, and then we'll let it go to bed.
Yeah, totally. It's like nightlight, door ajar? No, door closed.
You want bubbly water?
No,
shit, you want go down and get it, bubbly water, and put it... Oh, God, here we go.
So, I think capitalism makes people stupid, makes people dumb.
Yeah,
and the reason why is because it's like I try to explain this marketing shit and buying stuff and selling stuff in a capitalist system, it has been around forever.
Sure.
The idea of I just made some stuff or I just found some stuff, you want to trade for it? That's there's nothing wrong with that. That's a very human thing. But the way that it's evolved to this point at which it makes people want to be these consumers of things that essentially aren't really improving your life.
No.
They're just it's like taking a pie and doing micro slices until it becomes mush.
Right.
It's like they've taken all of the things in the world and just marketed. And so I think people just get this expectation well, I get whatever I want whenever I want it. And that creates stupidity because people aren't really, they're focused on the wrong things to kind of expand their mind. So That's how I look at it.
I
Without
think
it being too serious, but it's
no.
that's
It's a great theory. We have not.
Dan, have we heard that theory before?
We have not heard that theory before.
Just a whole bunch of Veruca salts running around the country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just what I want.
I want an Oompa Loompa
Daddy,
now.
I want it now.
But it's worse. It would be like if on your Instagram feed there were like 12 like examples of Oompa Loompas and where you could buy them just being shoved into your face over and over again.
Yeah. Same Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
Shop now.
Shop here.
And stop buying people.
Yeah, totally.
Well, here's
No matter how small they
Jay
are.
and I have always we posited this. We thought about this the other day when a monkey stole a guy's phone in Bali and took a bunch of pictures on it. We're like, this is Planet of the Apes. But then Jay and I were like, in this day and age, the monkeys would get so good on the phone so fast and they wouldn't want to take over the world. They just would want to become influencers. So they bypass wanting the power just to be famous. That's where it goes.
That's what we think. Yeah. That's how dumb we are.
That's how dumb
because
like the animal world
in
is
the
becoming.
original Planet of Apes, like power and brute force over people still held high currency. Now it's like, can I have a vlog? So now
Yes.
the monkeys would have like the best vlog and the greatest TikToks.
It's a totally different type of following.
It's a different kind of following.
It's a different type of following.
You can take this phone from my dirty, cold hands.
Right. So Reg, we get stories sent to us by our awesome fans, and we're gonna break them down. Let's jump into one right now, shall we?
Okay, you guys ready for
Okay,
this?
sure.
Yes.
Here we go.
Let's
This
do
was
it.
sent in by Jake Groney
They're
at
ready.
Jake Groney.
Groney.
Love Jake. Thank you for sending that in. You can be
One
like
of my
Jake.
favorite early 90s
1992.
R&B
That's my guess.
trios, Groney. I know you love them too.
Oh my God, I love Groney. Yeah. I mean, and also there was that Bobby Brown single, you know.
Yes. Bibby Bryn. I love that Bibby Bryn single.
Ooh, Baby Bread.
Bibby Bryn.
Jake sent this in by going at Daniel Van Kirk, #Dumb People Town. That is the only way to get me stories. Trust me.
Love it.
Here we go. Ready for this wonderful headline?
I'm excited.
ready.
I always love when a story really only needs a headline for the four of us to make comedy about it.
Okay.
Here it goes.
Uh-huh.
Sax player busted trying to burn down strip club after being thrown out. First, the fact that they not local townsperson.
Once you play
sax player.
Once you play the sax, that's how you're defined. Are we right?
One of the few instruments that really defines you. Yeah. Yeah. One of the few.
Where's he from? I don't know.
Who cares?
He's just a
He's
sax
a sax player. It's almost as though the copy editor feels like they'll know what kind of person we mean if we say sax player.
Yeah, wear sunglasses at night. We got it.
Yeah. They're like, well, I mean, if it would have been a flautist, I don't think that would have occurred. I mean, maybe he would have thrown paint on the bouncer or something like that. But a saxophonist would definitely burn down.
He'd burn this shit down. He'd burn this house down.
Mm-hmm. We had a cello player in here that pissed in the champagne room. That's how they are.
That's how they roll.
Well, that's cello players. People think they're all like really hot and they all have long hair, whether they're male or female, and they just sit there and they rock it and everyone gets inspired.
Yep.
But
saxophonist, definitely older. Wild card, sunglasses, mumbles a lot. We don't know what he's saying.
I remember Floyd.
Oh yeah. By the way,
was that his name? I never understood.
I mean,
saxophone player.
I didn't get it either. Yeah, Floyd.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
fedora that doesn't fit but never falls off.
Yes.
Forever shades.
Yeah.
Shades all the time.
And forever shades. Shades all day long. There were no eyes behind those shades.
I think we need right now, because I'm thinking of her and I can't think of another. And I'm sure there are amazing. Okay. Let me just say, I'm sure there are that I don't know about, but famous female saxophonists besides the lead singer of the band Quarter Flash. Can we take a moment and think about how unbelievable she was? That she was the lead singer and the saxophonist. Look, it's Quarter Flash. It was Hard in My Heart, right?
Hard in My Heart.
I'm gonna harden my heart. I'm gonna swallow my tears. I'm gonna turn and leave you. And then would just rip
That was
up.
worth the lawsuit we're going to get.
Oh my God, I can't wait. And not only that, but like all the Gen Z people are just like, yeah.
They're all in the
right on, finally.
Yeah, exactly. Brought it out. See, amazing.
Are you ready for this article? It also
yes.
starts with I love a horrible newspaper joke. Bridgeport, Connecticut. He must have thought a little TNA stood for torch and arson. This comes from the CT Post.
God, don't even.
Gosh.
Also, this is Connecticut. Like, did North Americans start referring to flashlights? Oh no, they're saying torch isn't just straight fire.
Yeah, straight fire.
Okay. Yeah, no. That would have been very interesting.
I know.
Yes.
Isn't that it's a British? You spent time in England, a lot of time there. That's what they call flashlights, torches.
They do. They call them torches, which makes sense.
Totally.
And it makes them sound way cooler.
And they had
Yeah.
Way cooler. You're
Way
just like, well, we held on to the old. It's like calling a steamroller a steamroller. They don't work on steam anymore.
No.
But it's like a torch. It's still a torch.
That's right. Or it's like calling Quarter Flash a popular band.
This sentence. Weeks before you gather with your family for the holidays.
Yeah.
This is the sentence you want written about you in the local newspaper.
Let's hear it.
This is going to make the family end of the year newsletter. A one-time prominent saxophone player and the son of the former mayor of Bridgeport has been arrested for allegedly trying to burn down a strip club that had refused to let him in. There's so much shade in that. One-time former saxophone player. Your parent used to be the mayor, and you wouldn't get let into a strip club, so you tried to burn it down.
So we're just
I like that they're saying that this person is a one-time saxophone.
Only
player.
once.
Like it's so vague. It's like he tried once, didn't work out. Even though he still is kind of.
Sure. Yeah. Do you ever stop?
Well, Dan, no, I don't know. I don't think you can. I don't think if you still own a reed. If there's a reed in the house.
If there's a reed in the house, you are still considered. But to me, it was like as if they were put up a graph of his life, the trajectory of his life.
Sure.
Like born the son of a mayor, you're at the highest point. Then one-time saxophone, famous saxophone. Now you're in the middle. Now not allowed to go into a strip club.
So you tried to burn it down.
So you tried to burn it down.
Right.
He tried to burn it down, goes like below the line, below the bottom line, and he's like under the graph.
Yeah,
he's under the graph. That's the name of his next.
That's
sax
exactly
album.
it. He was at neutral, and then he went too far.
Yeah,
he went too far.
The way
he was safe. That mayor thing that really gave him a lot of buffer, and he erased that buffer.
All of it. He had a long way to fall, is what you're saying, of being the son of the mayor from Bridgeport.
He did. He could have gotten away with some other stuff, but he chose that.
But
so
Reggie,
he burned all of his.
Reggie, you've named albums, and we all have, because we've done comedy albums, and naming the album is really important. If this guy puts out an album of saxophone hits called Under the Graph, I think it should be called Under the Graph.
Oh, Under the Graph. Oh, that would be so
if
good.
You went to a record store and saw a guy with a saxophone on the front, it's hot, it's nighttime, there's steam coming up from a manhole, and there's a line that goes down below the graph, and it says, like, what's the guy's name? Do we know his name?
Yeah, Stephen Moran.
Stephen Moran.
Oh, Stephen Moran.
Under the Graph. You're buying that album. I'm sorry.
Stephen Moran, Under the Graph. I mean, I can also see a picture of him, like, he's kind of like in water, and he's in one hand he's got a saxophone, and he's like kind of just like reaching like this, and there's a place where he just fell through the ice, but it's just starting to freeze over. So there's like a couple light beams like coming down to him, just like underwater, just kind of like reaching
under the graph,
like a whole thing of ice.
He has like a whole
under
Sistine Chapel pose.
touching the finger of the person that's trying to save him, touching the finger of Charlie Parker.
Totally. It's just like, totally like the Church of Charlie Parker. Yes.
Stephen Moran, the son of former mayor Mary Moran, who's like, why are you bringing me into this story about my son?
I'm a woman. I broke the glass ceiling, and now you put me below the glass
She's above
floor.
the graph. She's like, she's probably like, I haven't spoken to my son in 6 years. Why are you bringing me into this story?
Because, Mom, you were worried about being a mayor and not worried about being my mom.
Stephen Moran, the son of former mayor Mary Moran, who led Bridgeport from 1989 to 1991.
His formative years.
I know.
His formative years. By the way, if you only led Bridgeport from 89 to 91, you were not a good mayor.
Yeah, you didn't help shovel.
Wow, that's minimum mayor.
It's a very
Minimum Mayor.
tiny
Minimum
tenure.
Mayor is a great show on TBS.
Minimum Mayor is just like outtakes from a John Mayer album.
Yeah, totally minimum
B-sides.
mayor.
B-sides from a John Mayer album, and it's hosted by Brad Williams. Minimum Mayor.
Also, what's the first name of the saxophonist again? Before we continue.
Stephen Moran.
Stephen Moran.
Oh, Stephen. I just wish it was Bob.
Bob Moran.
You know, Bob Moran.
Moran.
Okay, that was great. It's terrible. Terrible. Continue.
No,
You can
not
edit that
terrible.
out.
True,
Just go.
true Daniel Van Kirk side story. In the 60s, when that song came out, my mom had the 45 and she was playing it up in her room and she started hearing screaming like in between the like words because my grandfather, well, he wasn't mine. I do have an Uncle Bob, but my grandfather, Bob Van Kirk, was standing at the bottom of the steps yelling, "What?" because he thought that someone upstairs was like, "Bob, Bob, Bob," and he was like, "What?" Yeah.
What?
That's
That's so good.
Yeah, my mom told
Yeah,
us
for
so
years,
good.
I
never forgot.
I didn't know that was Barbara Ann. I literally thought that was Bob Moran.
Bob Moran.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was Bob Moran. No, I didn't.
For years, Reggie Watts thought that was Bob Moran.
And somewhere like Brian Wilson just rolls over in his bed and it was Barbara.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just sets it out
he's
a
like,
window.
it was Bob.
It was Barbara.
So Stephen Moran.
They start snoring, but he's dead.
Snoring into like a bowl
Snoring.
of chicken
He
wings.
starts snoring, but he's still awake.
And they're on stage. This is the middle of a show.
And he's dead. And he's dead.
And he's dead.
I saw him on stage last year. It was
God.
It wasn't. Some parts of it were great. A lot of it was uncomfortable.
Our friend, who's a photographer, took his picture to shoot like his album cover, and he was like on a dock somewhere out by the water, and she like climbed up on they set up a whole thing, and she climbed up on like a ladder to get a downward shot of him, and she took out her camera and literally took the lens off and took the one shot, and he was like, all done.
Brian
Wilson's like, all done, like a kid who just had finished like some pudding was like, all done. She's like, no, we have to take more than just one photo of you.
No,
He's like,
done.
all done. All he could say was all done.
All done.
He's like a baby. All right.
Stephen Moran had been thrown out of Scruples Gentlemen's Club. Might be the worst named gentlemen's club I've ever heard.
Y'all going to Scruples tonight?
You going to Scruples? Last week for allegedly creating a disturbance. As he was leaving, police said he set fire to a bush outside the club, which was quickly extinguished.
It's like having a strip club named Morals.
Yes.
Yes.
Regrets.
Marbles.
But on Friday night, Marbles is great.
Marbles would be the best name for a strip club. You're like, what are we getting here? Is it a game night too?
No.
Is it a gay strip club?
But on Friday night,
Yeah, it could be.
Gay? Yep, exactly.
Marbles in the sack.
Moran returned after being told he couldn't come in. Police say he came back with a can of gasoline, which he allegedly splashed on the building and then set on fire. None of these plans seem that good. First of all, you're setting a bush on fire right outside. Every strip club has a door guy outside.
Yeah, who's gonna flatten
What are you doing,
They have to.
Steven? So you leave me alone. I'm messing with this bush. Sets it on fire. They put it out.
Which
Comes
is
back.
kind of biblical to have a burning bush next to a strip club.
Sure. Burning Bush would be
Yeah.
a great gentleman's club.
Yeah,
And it's
but
only
Marbles-
redheaded women.
Not you, Jason. At Sklar Brothers. So
Sklar Brothers Gentlemen's Club.
There you go. At Sklar Brothers.
So then he comes back 2 days later and decides I'm just going to throw gasoline on a wall, which isn't even the most effective way to burn down anything.
No.
It'll get it going, but it needs to be on the inside.
He literally threw gasoline at the problem.
100%
Yeah.
all of his life.
I think he knew. I think he knew it was going to happen.
He knew.
Yes. So he returns, told he can't come in. He throws gasoline, which
This is a cry for help. This
Club
is a cry for
employees.
It is.
mom.
were able to put out the fire, which is also an insult to his fire. If the employees, if they pulled out like a couple of cocktail waitresses to come put out Steven's fire, you didn't do a good job. They were able to put out the fire.
No, like if it's a lay person.
Yes, exactly.
Stamp
Just
it out.
throw the old the day old rice from the Kung Pao chicken in the buffet. Just throw it on it, and it'll all go out.
Yeah, they didn't even use water. They used rice.
Rice or the welcome mat out front. Yeah.
Then they held Moran until police arrived, which means there is touching at this strip club. He was charged with second-degree arson, reckless burning, and first-degree reckless endangerment. This is a serious arson
By the way,
case.
reckless burning could be another name for his album.
Or the strip club.
But do you know how hard it is to not be allowed into a strip club? I understand getting kicked out of a strip club, but
hey buddy, it's not your night.
For a place whose main job is they're like, let us take the saddest people we can see.
Unless you're in Portland.
The most degenerate in Portland obviously is a little different, but the most degenerate people we know.
Not always. I've been in them, and I was a good guy.
I know you were.
I mean, Portland. There's stripping everywhere in Portland. Jay and I were in Powell's Books and the stripper who was in the reference section. Was amazing.
The strip clubs in Portland, when you can walk in and just see beautiful people dancing and a full-on Texas Hold'em game going, and get yourself some steak bites. You're not even at a strip club. You're just at a great emporium of fun.
Yeah. You just get like a very liberal human hangout zone.
Yes. That's exactly what it is.
It's like an adult Dave and Buster's.
Yes, or it feels like a clothing optional place
for sure.
Dave and Bust hers.
There you
Stop
go.
it.
Oh, Dave and Buster's. Yeah. It's a club that's very focused on women.
He gets charged.
On the women there.
This is a serious arson case, prosecutor Nicholas Bove said, according to the Connecticut Post. He said the owners of the strip club worried that Moran might try to strike again. I would say so. He's tried to set your place on fire twice.
Yeah, let him in.
He's going in.
Moran was once a well-respected saxophone player, performing in the 1990s with the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra.
Wow!
But his life took a turn with arrests in recent years. Moran's lawyer asked for leniency from Moran, saying he needs to be home to care for his parents who are both ill with coronavirus. First of all, he's trying to set strip clubs on fire, and we're led to believe that what he really wants to do is take care of his sick parents. Also, if they're sick, don't be going to strip clubs.
You can't go to a public place.
You can't go anywhere.
And you can't come home and take care of it.
He probably brought it home.
That's the worst of the worst.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like all inhibitions, they're gone.
Right.
I mean, like any restrictions on self-control in a strip club.
Right.
That I assume, do they have alcohol? If alcohol is allowed at the same time. The con rules are, who knows?
Mom and Dad, the good news is I didn't give you corona. The bad news is you both have syphilis.
Yeah, totally. Which some people would take syphilis.
Sure.
The judge
now have
agreed
chlamydia.
that the incident was serious and noted that Moran is waiting a sentencing in the same court for other charges, so he held him on $300,000 bond. I'll get out of here with this, my friends. We'll close out story number one. How old do you think Stephen Moran is?
Okay. So his mom was the mayor, 89 to 91.
He played with the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra.
In the 90s.
In the 90s.
He could have done that as a very young man.
Maybe he was as a middle-aged like Harry Connick Jr. He was a virtuoso.
Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
He's 51 years old.
51 years old.
It's a good call,
Jay. 2 years older than me and you.
I know, that's
We're
ridiculous.
old as shit.
Okay, Jay, how old
and you guys
I
aren't
just
trying
think
to
that
burn
would
down
just
strip
be
clubs or
funny.
nothing.
No,
what'd you say, Reggie?
Oh, I just said that I actually don't remember what I said.
All right,
I'm gonna say he's 60 years old.
60 years old.
60.
I think he's 56.
56 years old from Randy. Okay. We'll close out story one with
He's
this.
probably going to be older, isn't he?
You never know.
Stephen Moran. What did you say?
56.
And you said
60 and he said 51.
Okay.
Reggie said 51.
Yeah.
Stephen Moran, a one-time prominent saxophone player, the son of a very short-termed mayor and a wannabe strip club arsonist, is 54 years old.
Oh, wow.
We were in the ballpark.
Yes.
You and I were right. It was closer to me, but I'll take it.
That's right. Closer to you. Closer to you.
First story down in the
It
books.
is.
54.
We're going to take
Closer
it.
I am to find.
That's right. Closer I am to find. Indigo Girls. Let's take a brief break, and when we come back, more with Reggie Watts. So excited to have him here. It's Dumb People Town. Don't go anywhere.
Stick around, make a magical town.
Jay, have you installed Honey on your
Yes,
computer?
yes.
Dan, have you installed Honey on your computer? I
Unreal.
have too, and it is the greatest because right now I've been on a shopping spree.
You make a list of gifts you're going to get for the holidays.
For my kids, for my wife, and everything. And I can't go out there and hunt down all the coupons and offers and deals that are going on.
So I'm going to say this. Imagine you make your list of your gifts you want to get for the holidays, and then someone randomly gives you the money to help you buy one of them. Does that sound good?
That's essentially what happens with Honey.
That's what Honey's doing.
Yeah.
They're helping pay for $1 million worth of gifts.
So you might go into you can use the Honey extension through your Chrome or whatever your browser is, and then you'll find out you were randomly selected that they were like, you know what, we're going to cover this.
We're
purchase.
covering your gift.
That's amazing.
It's a fun little thing they're doing this holiday.
So you're probably
what a nice thing.
You're probably wondering, is this the same Honey that automatically searches for promo codes online? Yes, it is. With Honey, you can also make a list of all the holiday gifts you want from certain stores, and Honey will email you when the price drops on anything on your list.
It's like you've got eyes and ears out on the ground.
It's like Santa if he wasn't creepy, because Honey does not watch you while you're sleeping.
No,
they don't know when you're awake.
But it watches for deals while you're sleeping.
They take your list and they check it twice to make sure you're getting the best deal.
And it's never naughty and it's always nice.
So just add Honey to your computer, create a free account, and throw some holiday gifts into your drop list for a chance to win.
I'm telling you, it was so easy to do, and I have reaped the benefits of the coupons and stuff that they found in the deals.
Just the coupons. Like Dan said, they're buying gifts.
They're going to buy one of your gifts. They could do it.
No purchase necessary. You need all you need is a PayPal account to redeem the prize. The only valid in the U.S. giveaway ends on 12/21/20.
So you got a little bit of time right now, you guys. I want you to check it out, especially now for the holiday time while you're buying gifts online. This is the way to do it. Honey.
Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/DPT. That's joinhoney.com/DPT. Do it. It's going to help save you so much money, and it's going to let them know that we're the ones who sent you. Happy holidays, Honey.
All right, guys, I want to tell you about my Quipped Toothbrush. I love it so much. And I got the smart motor, which connects to the Quip app on my phone. So it tells me how I'm brushing so I can brush even smarter. Where I'm brushing, where am I focusing the most on? And this is a way that I can even shorten my dental health visits, even make them even shorter. I had a 29-minute cleanup last time. That is unbelievable. That is unheard of to be under 30 minutes. That's like...
And you're earning points. So as an adult, we don't get to go to the prize wall anymore, do we, Dan?
This is my way to go to the prize
you
wall.
You earn points. There's a Bluetooth motor in there that goes to the app, and it lets them know where you're brushing. You get points for how often you brush and how well you brush. The bonus points, they complete challenges like streaks of brushing. You redeem them for rewards like free products, gift cards, and discounts from Quip and partners. So not just from Quip.
But I'm telling you, the Quip stuff is so good. So I have the subscription to Quip. So every 3 months they send me a new battery. They send me a new brush head, which Dan, did you
People
even
go too long without switching out their brush heads? They take care of that for you, which I absolutely love. You know what else is really cool? They have an eco-friendly solar battery charger. So you can power your Quip with the sunshine.
I love it.
Like, do it natural. Taking care of your dental health.
And then also they have floss. So I always run through floss so quickly when I don't use their floss. They have like timed out, like measured out the right amount you're supposed to do for the floss. So you're not using too much floss every single time. And then it preserves that. Again, they can send that every 3 months.
I love the taste of the toothpaste that they send you. And I got my kids' Quips and their dental health has never been better.
Yeah, so stuff your own stocking with a little.
Yeah, that's a great idea for a stocking stuffer.
Start getting rewards by brushing your teeth today, and to go to getquip.com/DPT right now, and you'll get your first refill free. That is your first refill for free. Go to getquip.com/DPT. That's GETQUIP.com/DPT. Quip, better oral health made simple and rewarding. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We got Reggie Watts with us. You can follow him on Instagram.
Great follow on Instagram. In addition to your workout videos, there is hilarious, hilarious stuff. First of all, congratulations on like getting in incredible shape, by the by.
Oh, yeah. Well,
difficult
thanks.
to do.
I tried.
You did try, and you got it.
I did put on a little bit of weight during this COVID thing, but I still am working out 3 times a week. So
but not at a gym.
I'm trying.
Yeah, no, good for you.
And I want to say, I'm going to recommend something that people do. This is back in an old job that you had, and we got to even do it with you, was the making music. What was the name of that segment?
Making music with Reggie?
From Comedy Bang Bang?
From the Comedy Bang Bang TV show.
Yeah.
It was
that TV show.
That old TV show that you did.
Old chestnut.
That we came on and played your adopted sons on the show that you brought your.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
But we did and every show you did like a little song, like an improvised song with the guests who came on. And we love the one that we did with you. The one you did with Rashida Jones, I'm just going to say right now, like makes me so happy. I'm like, that should be on an album somewhere. It was so good. It was so good. Do you remember it?
I think I do. No, actually, I don't.
Yeah,
no, I don't.
go back and
I
watch
remember
it.
this as
Go back and watch it.
I mean, you did
yourself.
so many. You did so many of them, but I loved it. What else can people?
People can see you on the Corden. People can see you on the Corden show.
Yeah, people can see me on the Cordon Bleu show.
Mm-hmm.
I have an application that I've released.
What?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, it's called WhatsApp.
Oh, WhatsApp.
And and it's on iOS and Android. And it's just like my own kind of multimedia channel. Like I
love it.
Videos that I've made. I put them up there, and if I want to put photographs, there's a store where I sell all my oldest high-end electronics for cheap, and then there's some merch eventually, and then there's what else? Oh, live streaming. There's a couple other cool treats on there. But the cool thing is there's no social aspects. There's no tracking. Yeah. You just go to the thing and you get to see the stuff that I make, and that's it.
I love the name. Did WhatsApp want to come after you on it or no?
I haven't heard anything from them, and it's been on the store for quite a while. I don't think it really poses a threat to them whatsoever. Plus, it's my actual last name. So
I'm going to check it out. I'm going to do it.
That's awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
And what about us?
So, hey, this Saturday night, because I believe this is dropping on the next. We're recording this on a Thursday. It's dropping next Tuesday. But this Saturday night, the 12th, we've got the live Dumb People Town with the dudes from the Dollop, Dave Anthony and Gareth Reynolds. Phenomenal, hilarious. Music by Mac Lethal. Shut up. The dude's amazing. And it's going to be fun. And it's at 6:30. I believe it's probably close to sold out. I mean, because as we're recording this right now, we're close to sold out.
But they may release more tickets.
More tickets.
Go to eventbrite.com.
Look up Live Dumb People
You
Town.
can also find the link for that at danielvankirk.com. Along with on the 11th, I'm doing the Hub City Movie Club, where I've watched Sound of the Music for the very first time. We're going to talk about it. It's not a viewing, it's a discussion. I know, I never saw it. And then on the 30th, you can close out the year with me with Bingo Night, where we'll raise some money for charity and have a lot of fun. You guys have both dropped in on it before. Jade Catapretta came in the last one and called some bingo numbers.
It's super fun.
And we helped out a lot of like no-kill shelters and food banks and Big Brothers Big Sisters. So that and a whole bunch more. Go to danielvankirk.com. Live Pen Pals on the 2nd, I think. New Year's with the Pen Pals.
And today on Stereo, right? On the Stereo app, we're doing another conversation at noon.
At noon. So if you're getting this in the morning, get the Stereo app. Really fun. We're going to do another conversation where we answer your voicemails. Super fun at noon West Coast time.
All right, let's do another story.
You ready?
Yes.
Reg, you ready?
There's like horrible stuff in this story, and there's dumb people, in my opinion, in this story. But I think it'll be widely regarded. This was sent in by James Scragman at Scragman, SCRAIGMAN.
Is James Scragman the type of guy that you never knew his first name? He's just Scragman.
Yes. James Scragman.
Yeah, for sure, Scragman.
Pretty sure it's his first one ever sending in. So thanks, James.
Thanks, Scragman.
Scragman.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Who sent that in? Scragman?
Scragman.
Yeah, knew it.
Do you guys know James?
No.
Scragman?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Scragman.
He never passed the ball. That's what I didn't like about him.
But he had a good shot.
Dude, he took long solos, long sax solos.
I was
really
like,
long.
Scragman, man.
Way too long.
I want you guys
Like
to know where we're headed, so I'm going to read you the headline. Also, like, perfectly sums up the worst vacation. Family sues after vacation ends in emergency room for bed bug bites.
Oh,
I know.
come on.
Manuel Grulian.
If you're going on vacation today,
Right.
you are literally cutting through a lot of stuff
You're
to actually go
tempting
on vacation.
fate.
Yes.
You don't want bed bugs to greet you on the other side.
Manuel Grulian and his family were hoping for a relaxing beach vacation. But after the New York family spent their first night in a North Myrtle Beach hotel,
There's your problem right there.
Grulian realized something was wrong. Yeah, you don't want to be on the north side of Myrtle Beach ever.
Myrtle Beach is South Carolina, right?
Yeah, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
I think so, yeah.
And Myrtle Beach was the original spring break, like late
It was?
70s.
Like pre-Daytona?
right, Reggie? Like late 70s, 80s.
It sounds familiar. Yeah.
Feels
I'm
like
looking it up.
Daytona, Myrtle Beach, Fort Lauderdale. Those were like, where are we going for spring
yeah,
break?
Fort Lauderdale.
That was
Hilton Head Island. It is South Carolina. Myrtle Beach is South
I feel
Carolina.
like
on the way
growing
down to
up,
Florida.
I would see a lot of sweatshirts that just said Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach. I did see that a lot too.
like Myrtle Beach 77. You're like, what?
So they spent their first night in the
turtle
North
and
Myrtle
Myrtle.
Beach Hotel. And that's when Grillian Manuel realized something was wrong. Grillian, usually a sound sleeper, spent the night tossing and turning. When he woke up, he noticed he had developed a rash. The next morning, after more restless sleep, he noticed welts on his body, according to the lawsuit filed Tuesday in Horry County Court.
I would love it. I would love it if the hotel was like, well, that's not our problem.
Oh, they are. That's how we ended up in Dumb People Town. Look, we own the room. It's your bed. Well, no, you guys own the bed too. No.
You paid for
You
it.
rent the room. We aren't responsible for the bed. He headed to a nearby urgent care and was diagnosed with bed bug bites and immediately treated with injection steroids and prescribed antibiotics. Steroids and topical cream.
Steroids is only going to make him more pissed.
Yeah, but he's going to make the
It's
team.
true. Stronger.
Stronger. His complaints and his argument will be stronger.
The lawsuit only details Green's
Yes.
experience with bed bugs. It's not clear if he was the only one affected by them. He was traveling with his wife, 3 children, and a guest of the family. That person. They're like, come with us. We're going to North Myrtle Beach.
What's the worst?
We've got the room. The couch pulls out. The kids will sleep on the floor. You're going to love this hotel. I don't know. I feel like maybe during the time of COVID, we shouldn't be going. There's no COVID there.
In the time of COVID, we shouldn't be inviting guests to come with us anywhere.
When Grillian returned.
Yeah. Well, also, I think they missed an opportunity on that headline. It should have been bed bugs and beyond.
Yes.
You know,
Bed bugs and beyond, 20% off.
When Grillian, that might be the title of this episode.
Bed bugs and beyond.
When Grillian returned to the North Beach Resort and Villas. Now, first of all, first dumb mistake. I'm never going back to that hotel. You might get me into the lobby just to yell at somebody, but I'm not going back. They also say it was located at 100 North Beach Boulevard in North Myrtle Beach, if you want to add that to the Dumb People Town walking tour.
Put it on the map.
He gets back. He lifts up the bed skirt and saw the bug infestation.
No.
He took pictures and showed them to the man at the front desk.
So you're not supposed to see them. You're supposed to only be like, wait, I have these
If
bites.
you can see them, there are thousands.
There are millions, Dan. That's
Do you
disgusting.
guys now?
Have you ever been bitten by bed bugs, Reggie, or no?
I don't. You know, I don't know.
You
when I
would
lived
know.
in New York, I feel like I probably might have. I don't know. I don't remember.
If you had, it would have
had.
never stopped because it becomes like an entire problematic thing.
Don't you have to burn?
I've never have either, but I have family who stayed at not my family's.
You have
cabin,
to
a
start
different cabin in Wisconsin, and they got them from that.
You have to start
a bush
having.
fire.
You have to start having sex with Farrah Fawcett. That's the only way to get
You
rid
have to
of it.
Stephen Moran the situation.
You have to start
and
a
burn
bush
it all
fire.
away.
Right.
Burn it to the ground.
Burn that
Steve
bed.
Moran.
Burn that. Burn that bed.
Burn that Moran down.
Do you guys have any? We've all been on the road. Someday
Yeah.
we'll all get to go on the road again.
Yep.
But I feel like I have made the mistake. I haven't looked for bed bugs, but I do have things when I go into a hotel room to be like sometimes y'all clean the remote, or I will
Lumen all the bedspread. I get
Sure,
it.
yeah,
These are all things that we do.
I take the bedspread off.
You do?
My first move is to take it off and throw it into the
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't even.
I turn the
won't
air
sit
down
on
to
it.
like 64.
64.
Well, I mean, not that, but I do like a
take
cold
out.
hotel
I
room.
take out barbecue tongs and get the bedspread.
Start
and
making
just-
barbecue.
I throw the bed. I will not touch the bedspread. No.
Okay.
It is crazy that we just trusted it. Forever.
That we just for years are like,
Oh, yeah.
We're all
we're
going to get
gonna
vaccinated and go right back to being that kind of dumb. We're like, hey, come here. I'm a hugger. All right. We're all going to go back to being a hugger. It'll be like a month. He took pictures and he showed them to the man at the front desk. The lawsuit states he responded with skepticism and sent a maintenance worker to check on the room, which is literally the least. First of all, we're going to pull up this photo. And you guys can see the photo of the bed. It's not like of his wounds.
and
or
of the
anything.
bugs.
You'll be able to see them.
Oh my God!
No,
Yeah.
that looks like a murder scene. Like those bed bugs were thrown on that sheet
Ready
with
for the
like
other
blunt
crazy thing?
force
Guys,
trauma.
he went back to sleep. Remember? He woke up, was like, this feeling feels horrible.
my
And then he went
God.
back to sleep through that. We can take it off.
Dude, I'm just gonna say, and I never thought I'd say
it's off. It's off. It's off.
Reggie, I never
If you
thought
wanna
I'd
see it,
say
join the
this.
Facebook
Join
page.
the Facebook page. The thing is going to be up there. It's Dumb People Town. But I'll say this: that is a swarm
Yes.
of bed bugs.
That's an army.
What do we call it? Is it an army? Is it a swarm? Is it a
Gaggle.
Of Galaxy.
Oh, I mean,
Cadre?
it's just a full takeover, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they own.
That's
They're
a
the captain now.
That's a corporate takeover of bed bugs.
That's their room. They
Hostile.
get to have that.
A hostile takeover.
It is a hostile.
It's a
takeover.
youth hostel takeover.
What I
It
love
was
is
a hotel.
imagine the front desk attendant who he showed this picture to, who says responded with skepticism.
Oh,
What do you think that is? Like
the
chocolate
the
powder?
manager's like, oh yeah,
We're gonna send a maintenance worker to
I
check
want
on
more.
this.
I want more. Proof.
How do I know this isn't doctored?
The worker confirmed
Yeah,
bed
totally.
bugs, no shit.
Yeah.
And the hotel offered to treat the family's luggage and move them to another room.
No.
What? No.
No.
Remember I told you these people
No, we're
are done?
done.
In the second room, why would you never go to a second room
In this-
in life or a hotel room with bed bugs?
In
Somebody's
this
like, come
hellhole.
back into this second room. Don't do it.
no.
That's what happened to Clarice in It's Silence of the Lambs.
That's right.
Clarice.
Come to this second basement room. Okay.
5'10", 185 pounds, strong build,
There you
blonde
go.
hair. Tell me, Clarice, when your daughter's on the slab,
Very good.
who'll
Randy.
feel it? Who'll feel it first? Nice.
Okay, we all can do it. Please do.
5'10", 185 pounds, strong hair, blonde build.
I can't.
I just love the line, my favorite. Shall we dine, Officer Pembry? Okay. So, in the second room, Grullion could tell that room was in disrepair and asked for a cleaner room. So he's willing to go for a third room in this hotel.
Look, I have a very strong 9 strikes and you're out policy. Jeez.
In the third room,
No, damn.
hotel management called the
In
family.
the third room at the hotel.
With bad curtains.
In the third room, hotel management called the family and apologized while offering a free extended stay. So they're saying, if you want, you can stay here longer.
We're not
Why
gonna pay-
would you want?
We're not going to pay for last night, which was clearly ruined. We're
Right.
not going to pay for your emergency room trip.
No.
This is the plot of Psycho 8, right?
Wouldn't you guys just insist that this hotel puts you up in some other hotel? I'm going to go to another hotel and you're going to pay for it.
Just give me a voucher for $10,000 and we'll be cool.
Do you want the
What-
voucher?
so, Reggie, what do you do at that point? If that happens to you, bed bugs and the other thing, what are you asking for from the hotel manager?
You know, I would just, Jesus. I
you
don't
can't
know,
trust
man.
that hotel anymore.
Yeah, you can't stay.
You gotta be like, you gotta give me my money
I mean,
back. And
Yeah, they would have to just give you your money back.
So-
I think that's like the basic thing you should do.
I was doing a comedy festival. Josh Wolf was at that festival. Josh Wolf got stuck in an elevator for an hour and a half. Okay.
he delivered 3 babies.
He had a baby. He
had-
raised those babies.
He had a flashback episode about his life.
He went down and told them, well, they knew, obviously.
Yeah.
But they told him, we understand how you would feel about being in this hotel. They put him up in a different hotel in the city to make up for the fact that obviously they had scarred him in their hotel.
So
That's how you do it.
if they do that, you then turn around and say, look at how nice the free positive press they get from him
Yes.
saying this hotel did me right
Yes.
is worth whatever it costs to put him up at the other place.
100%.
Yeah, it's a bonus. Mhm.
Yeah.
So now remember, they're in the third room. That's when they get called and told, we'll give you a
extend your
free
stay.
extended stay. You're gonna pay for everything you paid for, but we're gonna give you some extra free pain and suffering on top of that. The family accepted
Oh, boy.
and were then told that they had to move rooms again because of an incoming reservation into the room that they were put into.
Back
so
to
now
the
they're
first
like, hey, do you
room.
guys want an extended stay? Sure, I suppose fine. Cool. You need to get your asses out of the room you're in because we got somebody coming in and we're going to send you to a fourth room. They inspected the fourth room that they were taken to and found that it also had bed bugs.
No! Leave!
You're in room 4. And you've bookended it with bed
If
bugs.
you're the dummy who says to the manager, what else do you got for us? You deserve everything that's coming to you.
Yes. You should be like Jack Nicholson in The Shining, where you now live at this hotel. You've always been here.
Yeah.
This is your
You're now talking to butlers,
this is-
to butlers who died there 50 years ago.
right.
Oh my God.
Because if you,
that's just so insane.
It's insane.
this is like a level of purgatory where
Right.
it's like some sort of like
But
old like
self-imposed,
Greek myth where you keep moving from room to room and your life never gets better.
So here's my question:
self-imposed. They
is
can
the
leave
guest
whenever they
who was invited along? Does that person get a vote in things? Because maybe that's the fly in the ointment. Maybe the family is
Maybe
like,
that's
let's
the
get
bed
out.
in the bug.
Oh
the
yeah,
bug in
forget
the bed.
yeah. I forgot they're dragging along this guest the whole time.
So they have a guest now with them. Is that what happens? That they're just the guy's like, all right, listen, I think we should give them one more chance, and they're like, Larry.
They should not. Also, imagine the family who's like, hey, we specifically, when we come to stay with you guys, we want room 303. Well, bad news. We just put somebody in there. It's their third room. You're going to have to get them out.
Get them out.
We want it.
We always come to Myrtle Beach. What were you going to say, Reggie?
No, I'm still just processing. Like,
it's
what
crazy.
the fuck these people are thinking,
It's
man.
nuts.
So they get in the fourth room.
Mm-hmm. There's
and it
bed
has
bugs there.
bugs. Hotel management went to see the room. So at this point, you don't trust these people.
Right, exactly.
And apologized by offering them another room. Ready for this?
This is like the worst let's make a deal
ready
ever.
for these next 4 words?
Uh-huh.
In their fifth room, this family is now in the fifth room.
It's funny at this point.
Shame me once.
Shame on me.
What happens
Fool
when you
me
get to
once.
the fifth shame?
Fool me
the fifth times they fool you. Shame on the
fifth
bed.
times. Shame on the bed bugs. Shame on the house. Shame on the hotel.
In the fifth room, the family saw no signs of bugs, but were so emotionally drained. I would say these are the marathon runners of emotional draining. I would have been emotionally drained after the first room.
I'm emotionally drained just hearing about it.
Shame It on Rio would be another one of Moran's saxophone albums.
In the fifth room, the family saw no
God.
signs of bed bugs, but were so emotionally drained from dealing with the bed bugs and the repeated room changes. They got kids in tow.
Yes.
The neighbor they brought with them,
Terrible.
that they denied the rest of their extended stay and headed home. So now they've also just completely given up
gave
on
up
the
on a
Vacation over.
100%.
Just in one day
Jesus.
or 2 days.
Messages seeking comment by the Sun News were left at the resort. I have no idea
Did
what
they name
happened.
the resort so we know not to go there?
Yes, they named it was the North Myrtle Beach Hotel, which actually had like a pretty good rating when I looked at it.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Good Lord, man.
Ugh.
5 rooms.
Five
And then
rooms.
you just give up on your vacation. At that point, too, I'm going to go. I would look at my family and go, okay, we've made a lot of. They made mistakes.
But we've made
We've made a
mistakes.
lot of mistakes too.
Yeah.
But we can't go home. We've come to you're
We've come
like
too
so
far.
close to Mordor with this
Yeah.
goddamn ring.
Let's-
At this point, like, just keep going, Sam.
Go.
Yes.
I don't know, man. Crazy.
That's just bizarre. Like, also, aren't there other hotels?
Yeah,
would
exactly.
think.
Probably across the street
And like
if they're
Dan
at the beach.
says,
Yeah.
get this hotel to pay for a room somewhere else and say, we're good with this. Then you don't have, then you can rent your rooms out. It's no big deal. That's the way you do it. Oh my God.
Jeez.
That's story number 2.
That's story number 2
All right,
down in
Dan,
the books.
Give us a tease.
Yeah, give us a tease of what we're going to hear in story number 3.
The most random public disturbance.
Okay, I can't wait. We'll be back on the other side of this break with Reggie Watts. This is Dumb People Town.
Stick around, make a sound for more Dumb People Town.
The best gift that we've given our mom, as she's told us over and over and over
She's
again.
told me.
She told Dan.
Is the Skylight Frame, which we're going to explain it to you, and then I'm going to tell you how it works and why it's so good. It is a picture frame that looks like a really nice picture frame
Yep.
that you get someone that you love.
If everybody promises not to tell, this is what I'm getting Rosemary for
Okay,
Christmas.
shh, don't tell her. She's going to love this. So you get it, you set it up in your house, and you connect it to your Wi-Fi. Then from your phone, where we are out in Los Angeles,
From anywhere in the world.
anywhere in the world, you text or email pictures from your phone that you just took to the Skylight Frame, and it uploads them automatically. So your mom or your grandma, your dad, your aunts, your uncles, your
Whoever
cousins, your
you
sister,
haven't been able to see
It
for
connects
months.
them
this.
to your life.
so they see what's going on. So we just got this new puppy, little Ponyo. She's a French bulldog. And my mom, we've been taking so many pictures of this new puppy, and I just keep uploading it and uploading it. And I can't tell you how much my mom,
She feels like she's a part of it.
she loves it so much.
And it's like a gift for her every single day when the new ones show up. It's like
she
a
walks
surprise.
in the living room and is like, oh my God, I just saw the new pictures that you guys took of the, and it's great because it preserves them. It cycles them through. You can upload a bunch of pictures to
It's
start
super
it
simple
with.
too. People say it's like your mom's a bit older. My grandma's 90. They They make their things like you don't have to be super tech savvy to even, you just get to enjoy it.
And she does. I'm telling you, this is the best. Every single person who's listening to this podcast right now, if you're thinking about the best gift that you can give your parent or grandparent, someone in your life you want to connect with, get them the Skylight Frame. It is not that expensive, and it brings so much joy over and over and over.
One thing
and over
I love,
again.
this is from the ad that they gave us, and I just want to repeat
Just
it.
read it, yeah.
I mean, this all comes from us, but this is worth reading.
Yeah.
It's a Facebook review that said, this is quote, "This is such an isolating time as we are just trying to keep my grandma safe and healthy, but this gives her a little glimpse of us every day. And then we talk on the phone and she can talk to the boys about the pictures we sent her."
It's the greatest
There
thing
you go.
ever. Again, our mom has said it over and over. This is the best gift you've ever given me.
Yep.
And
And
it's
what
the
a great
Skylight
time
Frame.
to do it. So
tell
right
them
now,
what
it's
to
a
do.
special offer. You can get $10 off your purchase
Great.
of a Skylight Frame when you go to skylightframe.com and enter the code DPT. That's right. You get $10 off your purchase of a Skylight Frame. Just go to skylightframe.com and enter DPT. That's SKYLIGHTFRAME.com. Promo code DPT.
So we all know, and we talk about this all the time. Life can be stressful.
Yeah.
In 2020, it's even more stressful. It's making people do dumb things. Well, we got a smart thing for you to do.
Let's do something smart together here.
And this is about stress relief. This is going beyond quick fixes. This is Headspace, the
Headspace
app.
is so great. It's a daily dose of mindfulness in the form of guided meditation and an easy to use app.
So Jay and I are big meditation dudes. I do it every day.
I try to.
Take
as-
that mind to the playa whenever you can, dude.
Dude, hot clip in the house, needing to go.
No, but it's real. So like, give
it's-
yourself some
first of
mental
all,
health space.
I thought about that the other day. I have a giant picture of the playa from Burning Man in my living room.
You
Dan.
went to
You've seen-
Burning Man?
I don't know if you guys know this, but I went to Burning Man. And I thought of the feeling I had just riding my bike around like a 10-year-old kid, and that feeling of joy and freedom and being around people. I needed to go to that place in my mind. And that's what Headspace gives you, that ability to go somewhere else in your
It's
brain.
one
to
of
calm
the
you down.
only meditation apps advancing the field of mindfulness and meditation through clinically validated research. So whatever the situation, Headspace really can help you feel better. Overwhelmed? Headspace has a 3-minute SOS meditation for you. Need some help falling asleep? They got that with their wind down sessions that their members swear by. And for parents, Headspace even has morning meditations you
For
can
your
do with your kids.
So important now while your kids are on Zoom and they're stressed out to the
'Cause you know
high
what?
heavens.
Like we provide everybody what we try to with some laughter. They always say that's the best medicine. We've all seen Patch Adams, but like,
Come on.
you need that, right? You need laughter. You need release,
Totally.
but sometimes you need quiet, meditative time in your life to just kind of slow everything down,
Agree.
and that's what Headspace is.
So
about.
true.
And what is the biggest hurdle for people to get started and stuff like this? They're like, I don't know how to do it. I need a roadmap. But This is the way to do
Headspace
it.
gives you that, and we want you to go there and check it out.
Go to headspace.com/DPT for a free 1-month trial with access to Headspace full library of meditations for every situation.
You deserve to feel happier, and Headspace's meditation is meditation made simple. Go to headspace.com/DPT. As Dan said, this is the best deal offered right now. Head to headspace.com/DPT.
Get that first month
Today.
free. And I'm telling you, tell us how it's helping your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
let
wanna
us
hear.
know. Let us know on Twitter. Reach out to us and tell us how Headspace has actually calmed you down. And
'Cause it
made
will.
It will. Headspace.com/DPT.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Dan, take us home, buddy.
Okay, here we go. Third story. This was sent in by Jake Groney. Hey,
Grony,
Jake
grony,
Groney.
grony,
He went
grony,
2 for
grony.
3 today. Good day at the ballpark for
Yeah,
Jake
really
Groney.
good.
Nice.
Thanks for sending it.
Negroni.
Everybody can do that. Remind you again. Hashtag Dump People Town at Daniel Van Kirk. I need both those things in order for me to find it. All right. Man warned by police for driving down residential roads at 2 a.m. shouting wakey wakey. Look, I don't have a lot of answers for what this story is about or why it even happened, but it just seems so weird. It would definitely happen in Dumb People Town.
Well, I mean, it just is
11 a.m.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. Wakey,
Oh.
wakey.
The other 11 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
2 a.m. I would be so mad. If I was asleep and not being eaten by bed bugs, I would be so mad at this point.
This comes from the Daily Star. A bloke has been given a stern warning by police.
So this is
after
England.
driving through a residential area late at night, shouting wakey wakey through a megaphone.
Through a megaphone. What is this, the Blues Brothers?
Who are you mad at? Just yell at them. Hampshire police said it received many complaints about the occupants of a red Nissan Navara shouting at the top
That's
of their
not even
voices.
a
That's not
Nissan
a
that I
car.
know.
That's not
It's not a real car. That's not a car.
Nissan Navara, I believe,
I'm
is
looking it up.
it's a commentator on MSNBC.
Nissan Navara.
That's right.
Yes.
Nissan Navara.
Navara.
And they're
Right.
She used to be Republican. Now she's
I thought
There it is.
Nissan Navara was
2021.
married to Carmen Electra.
What'd you find about it?
Oh, it's a
What does it look?
it's a pickup truck.
it's a pickup.
pickup
Oh, it's a
truck.
pickup truck.
Ah,
Okay, good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a 4-door pickup truck.
Okay.
Yeah,
They were
Looks like-
yelling at the top
looks
of
like
their
a
voices.
sneaker. It looks like a sneaker, like all pickup trucks do these days.
Okay, good.
Yeah, in Gosport near Portsmouth between 1 and 2 a.m. on a number of nights last week. They added, in the early hours of various mornings, the driver and his passengers were heard shouting wakey wakey at the top of their voices, as well as many unnecessary things. Like a grocery store list.
I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
These sound like
Unnecessary
soccer
things.
The Gettysburg Address.
Yes.
It's like I've been working at my job for 2 years.
Okay. Right.
I
Exactly.
use toothpick.
I have a whole bunch.
Time to get my Christmas card to theminted.com.
I have a lot of Pep Boys coupons I never use. Okay, shut up.
I don't think
My
sunscreen
father
works.
enjoyed magazines.
I've always
Yeah,
wanted
totally.
to own a bird, but I feel like it's ethically wrong. Oh, fine.
When I go to the cleaners, I tell them, don't put the plastic over it because I'm just going to hang it in my closet.
I tell strangers about tattoos I want to get. Who cares?
I had a daydream yesterday.
I'm afraid of beach
I-
balls.
I own 3 pairs of shorts.
Great. I once got in a fight with a man about pleats. Okay.
Again, not really necessary.
Yeah, totally
Completely
unnecessary.
I have a comb that I don't use.
Yeah, totally.
All right.
And I feel bad about it.
I changed my middle name but never told anybody. Fine.
I give back every penny I receive.
I cut people's hair on airplanes. Great.
There's too much talcum powder in my pants.
It goes on to say, while generally annoying residents who were trying to sleep,
Yeah.
the police statement continued, the male from Fareham, which I feel like is some English way of throwing shade. I like, well, you know who we're dealing with. Like, might as well call him a sax player.
Yeah, Ferrum.
Yeah, Fareham.
Yeah,
Was also seen turning off his lights and shouting, "You can't call the police because you can't see us. So you're drunk."
Oh, that is like
Right.
straight.
Right. You've reached the level of
for
drunk.
sure. That's drunk.
Soccer
here's-
hooligan drunk.
So here's
That's
what
drunk.
here's what I think about England is they very smartly put bars in every neighborhood so that people would just walk to them and stumble home. So
Yeah,
you
neighborhood
have
pub.
your neighborhood pub
Sure.
kind of eliminates this type of behavior. Like
Right.
who's driving to another neighborhood to do this and then getting drunk and then doing that?
I don't know. He said you can't see us because you can't call the police because you can't see us. How wrong he was.
Doesn't make
Police
sense.
managed to track down the driver and have issued him with a Section 59 warning. That sounds completely serious
Ooh.
and toothless at the same time.
Ouch.
yeah.
You're getting a
Ouch,
Section
yes.
59
What is
warning.
that? Okay.
Oh,
All right,
warning.
fine. All right.
It's not a real thing. It's just a
I don't
warning.
like that.
The warning means that if he repeats his antisocial behavior at any point in the next 12 months, his vehicle will be seized. This sounds like parenting.
Yeah.
Okay, we're telling you, you do anything like this again,
You're not having a birthday
your
party.
car's being taken away.
And we're taking away Instagram.
The order will still apply if he used a different car for his. So they even had some, and you can't
And
use
you
somebody
can't use a
else's
different
car.
car.
To go
I
do
know
this
what
shit
you're
either.
thinking. I know you
Right.
want to use this guy's car. You can't do that.
Police have asked residents to call them if the late night prankster gets up to his old tricks again, quoting a quote incident number. Then there's a whole incident number, so they can remove him from his vehicle. While there are no published rules on megaphone use for drivers, I mean, this sounds to me like a great loophole.
Exactly. He found the hole in the matrix.
Rule 112 of the Highway Code makes it clear it's illegal to use a horn on a moving vehicle on a restricted road, which is to say any road that has streetlights and a 30-mile-per-hour limit. So I have no idea why this guy was doing this, but
Because
he
he's
yelled unnecessary things and wanted people to wake up at 2 a.m.
By the way, I also will say this, not to tie it back to the first story, but Unnecessary Things is a fantastic album from our first saxophonist.
Stephen Moran.
We will get out of here on this last bit.
Yes.
The
By
gentleman.
the way, if you saw an album of Stephen Moran, he's sweating. It's nighttime. There's a neon sign behind him. He's got the saxophone. He's blowing really hard. And it says Stephen Moran, Unnecessary
Unnecessary
Things.
Things.
You're buying that album, Reggie.
Framing it.
Yeah. There's no. I don't think there's any way
You're
that
like,
I wouldn't be.
wait, this Steve Moran album is in the weather report section. Somebody left it over here. All right, unnecessary
final
things.
thing. How old do you guys think the wakey megaphone "You can't see us, so you can't call the police" guy?
How old is this guy, Reggie? You're a guest.
I think it's gonna be an older guy. It just sounds like older guy stuff.
Mad older guy.
And me speaking as an older guy. It's it's like when you're like, your late 40s to like mid 60s. That seems to be the zone where
in the range
people do stupid shit like that.
All right, give us an age.
I'm just thinking like wakey. He's got a megaphone. It sounds like he just was on his last straw, subconsciously. When he drank, it released itself, and he just was like, "This is the solution." So I'm gonna say he was. Oh, God. If I'm going by feel, first and niche, I think I'm gonna go with. You know what? This one, I think he's older. I think he's like 63.
63 years old, Jason.
Jay, what do you think?
I think he's 38.
38 years old.
So I am buying what Reggie Watts is throwing down here because I feel like this is this guy's version of the internet. He's trying to he's trying to literally say I'm shouting out into the world.
Like he doesn't know how to actually troll.
You can do it on TikTok and all this other stuff. So he's literally trolling through neighborhoods and trolling people. I think he's 53.
53 years old.
We had 54 in the first one. He's 53.
All right. The wakey 2 a.m. megaphone guy is 21 years old. He's a punk kid with a car and a megaphone.
He's like what it should have been. It's nice that it is the person that you would
feel like
be doing.
That's true.
We're happy that he is
way better than 60s.
That's right. 60s would have been.
Although I wouldn't be surprised.
Right, I wouldn't be surprised. That is it. WhatsApp. The WhatsApp. I want everyone to go get it and check it out. What a great idea.
I'm getting it.
I know. I'm going to see if I can get one of those like the MPK minis, or I'm going to see what kind of stuff I can get in
electronic
the store.
equipment, and just the merch and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'll buy anything that Reggie Watts is laying down. Dude, thank you so much. And we'll watch you on Corden Show.
Thanks.
And all the great stuff that
Can't
you
wait
do.
till we get to hang out with you again. I miss you, man.
So great.
I know. Hopefully sooner than later.
Pop up in our lives in magical and wonderful places like you can continue to do. Can I talk?
Yeah.
What's my problem? I don't know. I'm having a problem.
can continue.
Thank you. And oh shit, we got to get back to work, guys.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down. It's Dumb People Town.
Star Bands Audio, a podcast network.